right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the official stream of the Joe Hockey March Break Tournament, brought to you by High Button Sports. I will be your host this afternoon, Matt Doodley, and I'm very excited to bring you this U15A semifinal action. So this is semifinal number 2, and the winner of this will go on to play the hometown team, Cole Harbour Wings. Last game was full of hits and goals and lots of emotion, so we're looking for the same thing here. Super happy to have you aboard here this afternoon, or this evening, I guess, or I guess I've been here too long. It's actually tonight. So we're going to have Eastern Shore here to my broadcast right in the bright yellow, and we're going to have Oromocto, New Brunswick in the blue here. So as we just wait to give you a puck drop here as the ref gets ready here, the linesman shaking the legs, he feels loose. I'll do my best to keep up with the names as I'm learning on the fly here, so hang tight and let's go. Face off, one back by Oromocto. Roberts back to the point. He looks for the cross ice pass. That's going to go over to Brewer now, who's just going to go cross ice, and that's going to go into the left corner here as Bradbury chases it down against Weeks. That puck's going to squeak through for Thurber. Thurber now puts himself offside there, and that's going to be the first whistle of the game. Face off just outside the Oromocto zone. Linesman lines up the wingers. That's going to be one back by Roberts through the feet of Warren there. He's going to chip off the boards, and that's going to come to Fry as he goes back up the wall here. Big hit there by St. Hilaire, and that's Thurber going in over the line, and O'Driscoll picks it up now, and that's stripped by Brewer of Oromocto. And we're going to have our first penalty here, as Eastern Shore is going to go on the power play. If I was a betting man, I'm going to say head contact, as the hands were up. So that's touched up by Weeks here. And that's going to be a head contact penalty, just like we said. So that's going to be 2 for head contact, and if anyone's not aware, the difference between 2 and 4 for head contact is 2 is, I guess, unintentional in a sense, and 4 would be intentional contact to the head. So if you ever had a question, I hope that answers it for you. So Eastern Shore is going to go to their first power play here with 11:04 left in the first period. Face off just to the right of the goaltender for Oromocto. And that's going to be won by Eastern Shore, but picked up by Oromocto, and that's going to be sent the length of the ice here. And Bungay is going to fly in here on Martello as the Eastern Shore bench starts the yell man on here. That's turned over by Oromocto there. And away goes Eastern Shore up ice. So that's going to be a 1-on-3 here as Karster goes in. He's going to work around the net now. Oh, front in the slot. Nobody there. So Karsten on it again now as the defender goes for the hit. Karsten works in behind the net. Oh, front in the slot there, and that's going to be smothered up by the goaltender of Oromocto. It's a minute 24 left in the power play here, as both teams go for a full line change. Now the ref does his procedure. We have a face-off just to the left of the netminder for Oromocto here. So the Oromocto Eagles in blue and the Eastern Shore Mariners in yellow. That shot's going to be just wide here. That's picked up, and it's worked up the top half of the circle, and he's going to cycle it back down. That's Garber now. Bradbury at the point. Looks up, looks the ice, shot! And that's going to be blocked by the winger, and that's going to be sent the length of the ice. So good active stick there by the Oromocto forward. And that's going to be Atherton. So Atherton and Henry, the 2 penalty killers here. As Fry, maybe I should call him Fly as he buzzes down the ice. Works in around the net. Pass out front. Garber fans on it. That was a grade A chance there for Garber, with Thurber now working it down in the left-hand corner. Around the front, it's going to shovel in, and that's... Ref says no high stick. So Oromocto now away on the PK with 30 seconds left. Henry there taken down, stick caught in the legs. That puck's going to be picked off by Fry. Over to O'Driscoll, the captain, now in the feet of Thurber, and he didn't see that coming, so puck goes back into neutral zone here. Liney, great job getting out of the way there. That puck's going to move it into the score. So 5 seconds left here on the power play as Martel loses it in his feet and clicks it back in. Garber on the chase, and that's going to be sent the length of the ice, and this is gone waved off as the penalty just expired, so good heads up by the liney there. As number 22 goes back, he's going to take it up the ice. Almost turns it over there at his own blue line. Now he's looking for his options as he's peppered by Shanks. And here goes Eastern Shore down the right wing. Slap shot fake, goes through. Puck slides away from him, so fresh ice, and that's a big hit there. That puck's going to be worked up the wall here to Weeks, and Weeks is going to go cross ice to Shanks, who misreads it. That's going to be ripped off the wall there by the Eastern Shore defender, and that's going to be held in right at the blue line as the linesman, you can hear there, yell no very clearly as St. Hilaire battles for it. So here comes Shanks now. Goes cross ice to Weeks. Shot! Took a weird bounce but missed the net, and Shanks is on it now, and that's a big hit in the corner there. So Warren, good job at the line there holding it. Terrio as well. So Terrio puts it into the middle here as Martel shoots it out into neutral ice for Keith. As 22 goes for the hit and gets the reverse. See lots of those these days. Martel down the right side. Cuts in, goes down the wall, and he's stopped. That's going to be a cross-ice pass to Atherton, who might have heard footsteps there. Chipped up the wall here as Dempsey chases it down. That's going to go all the way back into the Oromocto zone here. Just to our broadcast left. And he's going to go with the full clapper dump. And that does exit the zone. Looking for his options now. A little saucer pass through the middle, and that's intercepted by Bungay. Bungay now, and that's... So now that's going to be no offside, and that rule is if you have a player offside and the defending team brings the puck back in without the players leaving, it's still onside. I don't know if that was very clear, but I tried my best. And that's moved up from Thurber to Dempsey. Dempsey down the left side. He's feeling pressure from Bungay down the left, and Cusack steps up on him now, and here's Thurber in the slot. Shot! Right into the crest, so good positioning there by the goaltender for Oromocto, as he's been the busier of the two here so far. So 7 minutes left here in the first period, no score. So once again, if you are just joining us, this is U15A semifinal number 2, where the winner will go on to play the hometown Coal Harbor Wings, and the loser goes home, unfortunately. That's the way these things go, as that's pushed back down into Oromocto's zone. He's going to finish his hit there on the forecheck. That's going to be shot at the net there, and the rebound bounces out into the slot. Nobody there. Cleared. As Bradbury comes back. Partner pass. Tries to go one touch up the wall. Just misplayed a little bit, and that's going to be brought in. As Garber throws a big hit. That's going to be picked up by Barry. So Barry now wheels it. Partner pass. He goes cross ice. Cusack works in, walks over the middle now, goes left, shot. And that's going to be smothered by the goaltender for Eastern Shore. So we're going to have a face-off just to the right of our booth and the goalie, as Thurber and Barry line up for the draw here. So Thurber wins that back. Martel, who goes with the safe flip. St. Hilaire grabs it and goes down. He's going to make a pass over to O'Driscoll, the captain, who walks in, shoots, and that's going to be tipped into the corner by the goalie. So good rebound control there, and out of trouble. That shot's going to be ripped here from number 32 on Eastern Shore, and that's going to be smothered. So the Eagles fans starting to wake up here. Hearing some cheers from the crowd, always good to hear. Pretty decent crowd on hand here for somewhat of a home team, Eastern Shore, who just is not far down the road. Not so much for Oromocto. They come all the way from New Brunswick, just near Fredericton, if I'm not mistaken. That puck's going to be worked over. Martel now holds, waits, goes through the middle to St. Hilaire, hits him in the pants, and that's going to be run the other way here by Shanks, who dumps it in. 5:38 left here to go in the first, and that's going to be rimmed and reversed to nobody there, but it ends up working out and goes right to their guy, and that's St. Hilaire now. Up to Thurber. He's got O'Driscoll on the right. Over to O'Driscoll, who busts wide. He's working in now. He's poke checked by Stewart there, so good defensive play. O'Driscoll now working as Thurber tries to get that now. Away goes Shanks. He zigs, he zags. Down through the middle. Gonna look for the shot. Rebounds. Bounces right out into the slot area. Nobody there. It's going to be sent out there by O'Driscoll as Dempsey chases it down. That's going to be shot into his own bench for Oromocto there. So that faceoff's going to come inside the Oromocto blue line with 4:59 here left in the first. That faceoff's going to be won by Bungay, and this is going to be a puck race. Atherton and Bradbury, who gets there first. He's going to rim that up the wall. Number 22 now. He's going to move it up the right side. He's pressured by Bungay, and that's a big hit. And that's going to be turned over now. Atherton at the blue line. Little dipsy doodle. He's going to have numbers here, but look at the back check from Karsten. He tries to go in the slot there. And good back pressure here by the Mariners as Fry goes away. He's going to go in on Warren. He tries to go through the legs there, and that's stopped. He gets it back. And it's chipped into the corner, and he's going to work it low now as Warren. He leaves that for the other defenseman there. Thurber now picks up that loose puck. Doesn't get much on it as the puck was rolling, and that's going to come back to the point Fry, and that's going to be chipped by him. By Bungay. It's going to be an errant pass to the other team here. As 22 is going now. Garber. And away goes Bungay for Oromocto. In over to the left side now. Just shovels it down low. Goalie lets that go. Martel now back. Goes for the break-go pass. Garber into the middle to Thurber. So a good solid breakout there by the Mariners, and they're going to go up ice. Thurber now with the Austin Matthews number going. Over to O'Driscoll. Back to Thurber down low. He passes it over front. There's nobody there, and intercepted. And that's going to come outside the blue line just past the stick of Martel. That's going to go to Weeks now. A little drop pass through the neutral zone here to Barry. Barry's going to go back to Weeks, and that's a good stick there by Martel. If he lets that goes through, he's in there all alone here. So O'Driscoll, the captain for Eastern Shore, works down the wall, fights off a defender, and that's going to be turned over. And we're going to have a delayed penalty here, and I'm going to go ahead and say that one's boarding. Martel with the big hit. So Garber's going to go for interference here. So 2:58 left here in the first, and Oromocto is going to get their first power play of the game. Let's see if they can capitalize. Shanks, Theriault, Gallant, Henry, and Cusack out for the power play. That's going to be pushed forward here. Number 22 is him and Bradbury go back, and he's going to send that, and that's going to be held at the line there by Cusack. So good awareness by Gallant here to leave the zone. That's tipped in front by Theriault, and that's going to make it 1-0 game here for Oromocto. So good things happen when you put the puck to the net. Power play goal there by looked like Theriault to me. So 1-0 here in Oromocto. 2:43 left as Eastern Shore enters the zone. They're going to chip it low into the zone here into a quiet space. That's going to be one here. That puck's going to go through. Scores! St. Hilaire is right there, and he puts it home as that puck squirted through the crease. And they're going to tie this thing almost immediately. So there you have it. About 20 seconds later, Eastern Shore is on the board here as Bradbury picks it up. He chips it up off the wall, and that's going to go right to 22. He wicks in shot, and that's blocked by Gallant. So Gallant sacrificing the body here on a Sunday night. That puck's going to be moved back to the slot, and that's going to be a pinch by Fry, and it looks like it's going to be, no high stick as he did miss it. And Bradbury's just going to float that one out into neutral ice. As St. Hilaire, the goal scorer, and a great job by the linesman there to stay out of the way. Oh, big hit. He's going to feel that one. So Cusack, the big man, catches Thurber with his head down, but credit Thurber, he jumps right back up, and now he's in on a scoring chance. 1-on-1. He moves in. Shot. Save. It flicked in behind the net. I lost track of the puck there for a second. Thurber still battling down there after taking the big hit, and that's a couple bodies thrown down there. So a minute 36 left in the first. That puck is going to be tried to cleared. O'Driscoll picks it up now. He fakes right, goes left, fights off the attacker. Still moving in behind the net now. He's going to try and bring it out front. Tries to center it. It's blocked. He works back in now. He's absolutely working the trenches behind the net back there, and he's going to try and flick that one out front. That's going to be picked off, and they're going to send that the length of the ice, and that's going to be an icing here with a minute 11 left in the first. So ones all across the board. 1-1 first period, 1-11. As referee goes through his line change procedure. We have a face-off just to the right here. Face-off push to the side, and that's picked up by Bungay. Bungay down the right side. He's going to soft chip into the corner, and he's going to chase. And there he is there, and that's going to be, he's going to be beat to the puck. Karsten now battling on the boards with Roberts, and Roberts comes out with the puck. He's looking for his options. He turns and feeds it to Bungay. Bungay looking now. He's going to go just inside the blue line. It's not going to quite make it there, and that's going to be chipped out in a neutral ice with 40 seconds left here. So Atherton now has trouble with that pass as in his feet. As number 22 is going to wheel it. Martel. Stretch pass to Garber. Garber just barely squeezes by without the puck. He's going to go behind the net there. That's Martel at the blue line. He's going to keep it in with 15 left, so he's just going to dump it down low. As Karsten tries to center it. Atherton to Martel. Martel, 5 seconds left. 4. Looks like he's just going to safe play it out, and that's going to bounce out in a neutral ice, and that's going to do it here for the first period. So after one period of play, the Eastern Shore Mariners 1, Oromocto Eagles 1. We will be back with the second period in a couple minutes. All right, welcome back here to the second period of the U15A Semifinal number 2. Winner going to take on Cole Harbour tomorrow in the championship game for all the marbles. But first, we will bring you this, as that's pushed ahead by Bork. That's going to go back over to Bradbury. He moves it over to Fry. Fry chips it under neutral ice for Thurber, who wasn't quite there yet. Now he's going to go cross ice to O'Driscoll. He works it back into his slot. Back over to Fry, a little chip. The Fry can fly. He goes in left. Shot just up over the net. That's off the pane of glass. So O'Driscoll there now, battling on the wall here with Bork. That's going to be chipped out. And it's not quite going to have enough there for icing, so Fry's back on it. And he's looking for the stretch pass Thurber, who's always open, it seems. And a great back check by Brewer with the old fish hook. So Thurber hit for puck possession, which is what they teach you right off the bat in contact hockey, so that's a good job there. Don't necessarily have to kill the guy as much as your teammates love it, but for puck possession, it's crucial. That puck's going to be softly shot out to the point. He ripped on by Fry and smothered. So face off just to the right of the Oromocto, sorry, not Oromoctor. A little scramble here on neutral ice. So a little confusion at the blue line there. Went from good to offside, no biggie. Good communication here by the ref, asking the coach, you want a line change? You want to keep it same 5 guys? So a lot to be said about that for the Mr. Referee, and they obviously don't get enough credit as they're normally being crucified on their calls, but that's moved in now. Number 22 as Henry goes on to him. And he burns wide on Stewart, and he's going to try and go to the front of the net, and that's going to be pushed in at the post, and that's going to be smothered. So 10-20. 1-all tie. Face off just to the left, just inside there of the Oromocto zone. And that's going to be won back and picked up by Stewart, who rims that around. And that's going to be cycled back down for Karsten. Karsten looks around. He takes a hit from Cusack. And they got 2 in there. It's 22 now. That's going to be rimmed around here and met by 32, who just turns and rips it at the net. Never a bad idea. And that's going to be kept in at the line by Martel, but picked up by Shanks, and he's going to go cross ice to Terrio. And Terrio with the wheels goes wide, cuts in. And a great job by Martel to come back through the middle there and strip that puck. That's moved up now. Just in over the blue line. And chipped back out by Terrio. So a good look there from Terrio, but a good play by Martel, and as he takes the puck back. And that's going to be moved up into the middle as he tries to one-touch. It didn't quite get all of it, and that's going to be moved back up by Terrio to Henry. Henry's going to enter the zone. He's just going to shoot it on the net. It hits the goalie in the shoulder. That's going to be ripped back the other way for Cusack. So Shanks, they got a 3-on-2 here, but I don't know if they know. Backdoor pass, he tries to get it through. That was just intended for Shanks. Just didn't quite get there. So that's going to be ripped out to the point. Stewart stops it now. He rips one, and that almost went in. The goalie just got a piece of it, so up over the left side. So cross-ice pass, that's a great look. Back up to Stewart at the point. He gets it through, and that's going to be smothered and caught by the goaltender, who I just noticed is wearing an A. Must be a great leader in the room. That's something I definitely is more common these days, as during the shootout we noticed that the goalie was wearing the C. I'm not sure what that was for. Might have been just for the shootout. Nonetheless, shot from the point. That's hit a set of shin pads from O'Driscoll. That's shot back down low. And the goalie's going to eat that. Too many blue jerseys around. He wasn't going to take that chance. So 8:25 here left of the second period. 1-all tie. U15A. Semifinal number 2 as the rebound pops out. In good positioning laterally to get across the crease. That might have been the best look for Oromocto thus far. So that's intercepted by Garber, and he's going to have 2 if O'Driscoll can get with him, and a great back check and a great power move by Garber, in all alone, shot! And what a save. So Garber, with the back pressure, manages to stay strong on the puck and get himself in on the clear there. And he was all alone for a good few strides. He's shut down by the Oromocto goaltender. I wish I could see his name bar. He's playing a hell of a game so far. So back to Fry, shot. Right into the glove, no problem there. So right back we go to the face-off dot. 8:06 left here in the second period. As Oromocto goes for their last change as the home team. So Barry and Karsten on the draw here as the linesman's trying to align the wingers here without cheating. And that's going to be one back for Keith, who goes back up the wall to Karsten. He's going to move back to Fry. Fry moves to the middle, takes a shot through traffic, and the netminder had no problem seeing that one, and he smothers that up, and back to the face-off dot we go. Karsten now for Fry. He's got a little bit of space, a lot of time. And that's going to be another shot into the breadbasket, and we're going to have a little bit of pushing and shoving here, so it might be a little bit early for that stuff as we're in a 1-1 game in the semifinals. Don't want to be taking dumb penalties here. So Karsten once again against Barry. Barry wins it back. Keith back up the wall. Fry chips it back into Karsten. That's going to go low. And Bradbury steps in and he's going to intercept that. And away goes Weeks, where he meets Fry on the wall just in front of us where you cannot see. Bradbury gets it. He looks for his options. He tries to go sauce through the middle. That hit Barry in the pants. And that's going to be flicked high up off the glass for St. Hilaire. And there's Karsten there with a little dangle. And he almost gets through. Fry now just misses as Weeks is flying down the middle for pressure, and that's going to go up off the glass. A nice safe play for Fry, and that's going to be picked up by Weeks again, and he just throws it blindly across the blue line. Nobody there. Back to Barry, who misses it. That's a nice hit by Keith there on St. Hilaire. Nothing crazy, just getting in his way. And here we go, down the left side. That's passed in the middle. Bradbury now. And that's just going to be iced as Oromocto was looking to get a change. So we're going to go all the way back down as the Oromocto goaltender clears out his crease. Not a big fan of winter, doesn't like the snow. As Thurber lines up. It's going to O'Driscoll now in the corner, down for Thurber, who just took a hit from Henry. Henry on him again. Thurber's going to work his way out of the corner, and he's going to pull and drag. He's going to make a move to the net on the backhand. He's being pushed on the outside. He does a spin move again, back down to O'Driscoll. O'Driscoll tries to make a move. Back to O'Driscoll down low. Pass out front. Thurber now passes it across the crease. Nobody there. That puck comes back to the point. That's going to be shot tipped. Tipped again. And that's going to go cross ice to Terrio. And that's going to be icing. Just had enough to get down there. So 6:04 left in second period. So chances both ways. We're still deadlocked here at 1. So we're going to have a face-off just to the right of Wallace. Just got his name. This will be a lot more fun now that I know it. I'd like to give the kid credit, as he's playing a hell of a game thus far. Both goalies are. Henry now. He's going to rim it around. Or Martel meets it at the blue line, and he tries to clear that, or push that back in the zone. He fans on it, and that goes to Shanks, and he fans on it as well. So Martel in over the blue line, tries to toe drag. Gets it poked. And that's Dempsey down low working hard. And that's going to come out to Thurber in the slot. And that's going to be chipped out by Henry, who's hard on it. And that's going to be flicked off the glass out into neutral ice. That's picked up by Oromocto now. Pass cut off. And that's just going to be ripped down the ice for icing, as Peters, I believe, is the goaltender's name. Raises the hand. All right, face-off just to the left of Wallace. Gonna have a lot of fun now that I know his name. Shot from Fry. So Fry's 5th shot that I can remember here from that exact same spot, and Wallace is just perfectly positioned to smother that one up for a face-off. As Karsten steps in. Back to Fry. Fry back down the wall. Scramble for it now. Karsten tries to go kick. Ronaldo on him. Missed it. That's going to be flicked into the penalty box area, which I'm very familiar with. So 5:03 left here in La Deuxième Période. That's going to be one right off the draw, and he's going to try and squeeze through, but a good defensive play there by Stewart. As Bungay's on it now with Garberhard on him, and that's going to be just touched, and that's going to be up to Atherton. He's going to try and squeeze through. Back to Bungay now. That puck's in everyone's feet as he tries to get free. Bungay off the foot. Back to Roberts for Oromocto, who just ships it down low into a quiet zone in the corner. That's passed out front of the slot, and that's going to be picked up by Stewart at the blue line. He's just going to go cross corner dump where Bradbury meets it. So Bradbury's going to rim it around. And we're going to see the Eastern Shore breakout here. So Karsten with speed, little chip. He's got two. He works his way down the right side. Tries to shove it in at the corner. Wallace was there. And he's taken out there. That puck's going to be tried to flick out at the blue line, held in by Fry, who's been an active offensive force here from the blue line. That's a nice move at the blue line there. That's going to be Bungay. And Thurber rubs him out. As that goes over to Garber, he tries to settle that down. It goes by him, and that's dumped back in by Oromocto. That's a good pass under the, it was almost a knee there in front of us, Atherton. So Garber going for the hit now, but Atherton can't be taken off his feet, and that's Brewer in now, and that's going to be blocked by Bradbury as the puck comes to the point for Bork. Bork sends it down low into the corner. Shot out front, that's going to be away for Garber, who looks like he ran out of steam, so he's going for the change. As Stewart comes through, as Thurber and Weeks battle for right in front of the Oromocto bench, and O'Driscoll comes in as well. So 3:02 here, left in the second. That puck's going to be lightly pushed down to Bork and picked up back up by Barry. He's going to look for his options. He goes saucer pass, tipped over to Weeks. That's going to be chipped out by Fry. Stewart calls for it now. It's over to Weeks. He looks for an option. Nobody there, so he says, I'll take it. Weeks now in the right side. Blind pass into the middle. Nobody there but Eastern Shore, and guess who it is? Fry. Down the right wing. Into the middle of the ice, and that could have been a huge hit, but Fry stands his ground, and he takes out Bork. But Bork does the separation from the puck, which is at minimum what you would ask from him, and he does that. So Fry with it again. He's going to go chip and by. He's going to have two. I don't know if he knows. He takes a peek. Fry on the left side, on the bottom of the circle. Pass out front. Shot. Saved by Wallace, point blank. And that's going to be the biggest of the night. And that's going to be ripped down the ice for icing. Or no, it's going to be on the net. So Declan Pettit, or Petit, which I just found out the name, assistant captain, he's going to smother that one, not take any chances, as the Oromocto forward was hard on him. So some of the Oromocto players heading down to their end for the icing call. A little bit of confusion, no biggie. 2 minutes left here in the second period. That puck's going to be intercepted at the blue line, and it's going to be a race for it. And Keith hits number 22 from Eastern Shore into the bench, and we might have a door malfunction as the door busted open on the hit. O'Driscoll hard on the forecheck now, same with Garber. And that's going to be picked up by Shanks. He loses that in his feet. In over the middle for Eastern Shore now. Dempsey. He's looking for it. O'Driscoll shuts the wall down for Martel. And that puck's going to be chipped by Theriault, so it's going to be a foot race here. And he's going to carry it down, and Theriault stays on him. That's a good, solid hit there on the forecheck from Theriault, so no high stick there. Oh, the dangle. Oh, Henry almost in on the clear there. That would have been some highlight. As Martel takes it up 1-on-2, he's got Garber coming in late. Hits the brakes, waits for support. Oh, little dipsy doodle. He's going to rip that back out front. Shot! And O'Driscoll once again is stopped point blank by Wallace, who was quite literally standing on his head. And he's going to keep this game deadlocked at 1. No shortage of chances here with 48.7 seconds left here in the second period. We do thank you for tuning in with us here at the Joe Lamontagne U15A Semifinal. Brought to you by High Button Sports. We're very excited to bring you this action, as there's been some absolutely tremendous hockey here so far. 38 seconds left with Bradbury. Just flicks it back into the Oromocto zone. That's going to be picked up by Cusack, who tries to go dangle through the middle, and he does, but he gets tangled up. That's going to be taken in by Bungay, and he rips one, and Pettit gets a piece of that and deflects it up into the netting. Uh, 25 cents left here in the second period. As Thurbert, Roberts. That's great face-off procedure by Eastern Shore with the winger coming through, picking up that loose puck on the tie. But Bradbury now is going to swing in behind his own net. He's going to go backhand up off the wall where Gallant's there, and he's going to chip it back down in the zone here with 7 seconds left. There's a little bit of collision there. Cusack now, shot! It gets through, and that's going to be a pad save by Pettit, and that's going to do it here for the second period. So, it's going to come down to the wire here, folks, and we'll bring you back the third period here in just for those of you following along at home and don't know the rules just yet, there's 2 12-minute periods and a 15 for the third. So 3 extra minutes according to my calculations for this third period. And that's going to be picked up by O'Driscoll. He's going to move in the left side, and he's pinched off by Bungay. And he's just going to rip that in, rim it around for Karsten, who looks around. That's going to be smothered as he locks the strong side wall up. That's going to be pushed out by Stewart, and that's going to be almost pushed out in front. And O'Driscoll now has a chance. He flicks that across the crease. Nobody there. So Atherton, Martel holds the line once again here. As Bork reversed it. And that's going to be moved out to center ice here for Eastern Shore, and he's going to make a nice little play there. Just Karsten didn't see it coming. So O'Driscoll hard on him now as Bungay moves it over. That's Gallant coming in, loses the puck, so good hard back check by the Mariners forward. Oh, that was Stewart, sorry, not Gallant. Here comes Bungay, though. And that's going to be offside here with 13:55, so... That face-off's one to Oromocto. He's just going to rim that in. And that's going to be met there by Garber and Brewer. So Garber elects to just lift the stick, and smart play. But now the puck's pushed back down in behind the Eastern Shore net. Here comes Twos up the right wall. Tries to go through the middle. It's picked off by Barry, but he gets it back. And that's over to Keith now. Thurber gets it. He's going to dip it back in the corner. Fry, once again at the point. He's got some ice. He's going to take it. He walks in. Shot! Missed to the far left, as I don't think Wall has seen it. That puck's going to be pushed through the middle by Barry, but it didn't quite make it to its target. That's going to be shot out front now. Garber missed it. And Fry circles back here into neutral ice just past the Storm logo in front of the broadcast booth. He's going to move it up to Thurber. He takes a bump from Keith. And here comes Barry. He dumps it in. He's going to go for a change now. So Fry takes a look up. He realizes he has all the ice in front of him, and that's the right thing to do, is take that. And he zigs and zags. And he's still got it. So Thurber with a good heads-up play to stay back for the defenseman, as that was a huge collision from Henry and Bradbury. Not hard to tell who got the worst of it. Thurber now with a good look up ice, so that's going to be Garber. Coming in, he's going to wait for recruits. Garber now cuts to the middle, a little dipsy doodle, goes back door. Nobody there, Garber again, shot. And that's smothered there by Wallace as Garber takes a bump. So some nifty footwork there by Garber coming in the zone. And Wallace shuts him down once again. Face off to the right of Wallace. And we're going to get a new blue centerman. So the winger cheated. And that is the right procedure. And that's going to be worked back to Martel. Martel makes a safe play, and he's just going to go off the wall instead of trying to shoot it through traffic into some shin pads. So coach will be happy about that. O'Driscoll now. Down to Karsten. O'Driscoll comes in to help here. And that's just going to be a melee now for the puck. There's a stick on the ice. There's a body on the ice. That's going to be picked up by Oromocto. Henry now goes cross ice to Shanks. Didn't see it coming. That squeaks through his feet as Martel picks it up, and he's going to go off the wall to O'Driscoll. O'Driscoll skate the stick, loses it to Shanks. Shanks walks in over the line. He shots it, shoots it. A little bit of a knuckler, but Pettit smothers that with the glove. So just over 3 minutes gone here in the third period. 1-1 tie, U15A semifinal here at the Joe Lamontagne. Winner will play Cole Harbour tomorrow, and that puck's going to bounce over the stick of Bork, and Thurber's going to try and chase it down with Stewart. Picks it up, and that's going to be turned over. 22 shot. Wallace off the pads, and he's going to smack that one into the corner. Bradbury now going for the shot. Fry rips it on net. Little tip. Oh, just wide by Thurber. Looking for his second of the night. That puck's going to squirt just inside the blue line again, and now it's out. Dempsey picks it up. Thurber going to make a pass up to Dempsey here. It's going to be cut off by Oromocto back to Thurber. The puck's bouncing around here, so got to imagine the ice would be a little bit choppy here after a full day of shootouts yesterday and full day of games, no floods. So pretty common to see the puck bounce like that, and that's going to be moved up to Atherton. He's going to go down one-on-one, and now it's going to be a one-on-three, and he's going to dangle in with Fry on the back check, and he's going to take the shot, and that's going to be deflected up into the mesh by Fry. So an absolutely spectacular defensive play there, shutting down that offensive chance by Fry, who doesn't seem to ever be off the ice. I'd love to see the tracker. Face off just to the right of Pettit. That's going to be rimmed around, and I don't think the wingers wanted any part of that. I know I wouldn't. And that's going to be moved and stolen by Atherton, who's been busy this shift, to Warren, who holds the line. So good job there. Activate the D on the offense. And he's got Atherton looks for Roberts. That pass is intercepted, and then two Mariners collide. And they have a small chuckle about that. As Keith picks it up now, he's going to send it back to his own defenseman, Warren. He's going to go backhand glass and out. Never a bad play. Martel. He's going to go back up the wall to Warren. That's going to be picked off. O'Driscoll Garber had his head down, scary moment there, but puck's just stripped by Barry. Barry on the left side, he chips and chases. Barry versus Martel. Barry in there with the stick lift. He had the puck, he just went the wrong way. Zigged when he should have zagged. That's going to be a battle, and that's back into the corner for Barry as Karsten lays the body into him, and that's a big hit. As Martel picks the puck up, looking for Garber. Garber knew the hit was coming. He braced himself, and in comes Karsten. He's going to shoot that, and it's going to be blocked by Keith. And Keith throws the body. So pretty physical game here so far. And that's going to be icing with 9:06 left here in the third period. And we are deadlocked at 1. Face off just to the left of Wallace here. It's going to be won by Thurber. Shot by Bradbury, and that's blocked by Brewer. He didn't know it, but he stopped it from getting to the net. That's going to be Thurber in there, and he comes out with it. He's going to look out front of the slot, and he's going to get chased by Cusack around the net. Looks, pass out front. That was a good look there. It was hard to see where the puck was, but ultimately smothered up by Wallace here. He's having himself a game, not to be outdone by Pettit, though. So a goalies duel, good old-fashioned goalies matchup here in the semifinals here at Scotia 1, Cole Harbour Place. That puck's won by Eastern Shore, but it's taken by Oromocto, and that's going to be Weeks going in on Fry, but he still got it. Now he's going to shoot that on the net, and that's going to rebound, bounce out off the pads of Pettit, and that's going to roll right into the slot. So that's going to be a puck race for Gallant. That's given away. Shot! Oh, he missed that, so lucky bounce there as that giveaway could have turned out costly. Thurber now. Little dance off the wall. He's going to take it in behind the net. He's going to cut back as Barry runs at him, and that's out front for St. Hilaire, and Wallace goes for the poke check and misses it, but so does St. Hilaire. So Wallace is going to smother that up. It's going to be another offensive zone faceoff here for the Mariners. So, face off to the left, right of Wallace. Left and rights, I learned those early, my apologies. And that's going to be moved in by Karsten, and he's tied up. And he's going to slide into the net driving there, and he's just going to knock that off. And I do believe that will send the face off outside. And nope, they're going to keep it inside. So obviously I don't know the rules. 7:55 left here in the third period. Joel Montang, semifinal action. Brought to you by High Button Sports. And that's going to be won and given right away to Dempsey. And that's going to come right around to 32. He's going to rip it at the net, and that's going to be tipped into the corner. As Karsten gets there, and that's going to go back to the point to Martel, who's been busy at the blue line here. And O'Driscoll, he's going to have a lane in the slot. Shot! Had eyes, didn't find the net, though. That's Dempsey. Now he's going to cycle it down low. Karsten now takes a hit from Henry, and that's going to be ripped around the boards where Shanks is there with Martel, and Martel's going to flick it by him back to O'Driscoll. O'Driscoll's going to try and slide that into the middle for Dempsey. And he's just clogging up the wall like a workhorse here. He passes it out front. That's going to be shot. Pad saved by Wallace. A rebound. Another save by Wallace. They're banging away at it. And the Oromocto Eagles are going to clear home base for Wallace. And another great sequence here from the goaltender Wallace. So have yourself a game, kid. There's no shortage of chances. I'm the Eastern Shore coach. I'm just going to tell them keep pushing. Don't change a thing here. Thurber in on the draw. It's going to be pushed sideways for Garber, who's there with Warren. And Terrio now on Bradbury. He's going to chip, and he's going. It's going to be a puck race between him and Fry, and Shanks was wide open in the middle of the ice there. Terrio now tries to just whack it out front. Smothered up by Pettit. good backhander. Something tells me he might be a shortstop. .6:49 to play here. 1-1 tie. That's smothered off here by Terrio. He picks it up. He goes back down around the net for Shanks, who tries to go up to the point when it's pushed off the puck, and that's Fry now. That puck is pushed into the slot where Garber's going to pick it up, and he's going to be all alone. He goes for the chip. Doesn't quite get by, and that's going to be back for Bradbury here. That's kept in by Bungay with a little dangle. He walks in, shot! Off the crossbar, and the ref was in perfect position for that one, and he waves that off immediately. So kudos to the Stripes for being in the right spot, and a great shot by Bungay. And Pettit gets bailed out by his buddy, the crossbar. That's Thurber now. Warren goes for the pinch as he backchecks hard. Thurber in all by himself here, so 1-on-4. That's going to come out into the neutral ice here for Bradbury. 5:46 left to play. Fry cross ice to O'Driscoll. Driscoll drags across the line. He just turns and fires it at the net. Surprises Wallace a bit, but not enough for it to squeak through. So 5.5. That's going to be flicked out on neutral ice. Bungay now. Pulls it back with one hand, has it in his feet, looks for his options, passes it out in the slot. That's picked up by Dempsey. Not Dempsey, 32. No name bar. Oh, he holds up. Nice little stop there. And that's going to be picked up by Bungay. So Bungay versus Martel, and Martel with the good active stick. Pressed R1 for you video game players. And that's going to be poke check, and that's going to be ripped back down into the Eastern Shore zone by Roberts. So Martel with it now. He's going to hammer it off the boards, and that's going to go up to Karsten. Little toe drag across the line. He's still got it. Skate to stick. Puck on a string here. Karsten finally loses it as I say it. So that's going to be picked up by Atherton. He's going to zig at the blue line. Almost forced Barry offside. And he's going to try the toe drag, and that's going to be stopped by Martel. And I haven't seen anybody get by the stick of Martel thus far today, and he's going to chip that in. No icing. Very small bump down in the corner there. That's shot cross ice to Weeks. He's going to cut across the middle as Thurber back checks hard. So good back pressure by the Mariners here. As Weeks is just seeing flashes of yellow that Pettit knocks that rebound into the corner for Barry. Back up the wall to Thurber now for Weeks, the captain, for Oromocto. He's going to battle hard, and that's going to work its way back to Brewer. Brewer goes back door to Barry. Barry, what a save by Pettit. They needed that one. And that's the delayed offside. So a big gasp out of the crowd here. As Fry goes down the ice, he's flying, and somehow he's going to be in all alone. Fry just loses it at the last second, so a great rush there by Fry. And Wallace smothers that. So Oromocto's going to take an unsportsmanlike penalty here with 3:33 left to go in the third. So this could be a crucial moment. And I don't know if you heard it from the broadcast booth, but the ref said, "You shot the stick away. Go to the box," exact quote. So that's an unsportsmanlike penalty, and Eastern Shore is going to want to capitalize here with 3 minutes and 20 seconds left. They're going to move it back to the point for Martel. Martel looks, shoots it down in the corner where Stewart is, and that's moved over. Thurber's got it. He rips it out front to Dempsey, and he fans on that. As that puck is battled for in the corner. It's going to come out to the point for Martel, and that's going to be stripped there. And that's going to be a little two-hander there, but as much as you don't like to see that, I do agree with the no call. They're already down one. 2 minutes and 50 seconds left. As Dempsey and Bork battle hard down there just in front of the Joe LaMontagne sign. And that's going to be backhanded off O'Driscoll's melon. And a good thing he was wearing a cage for that moment. So here we go. That's going to be tried to send 200 feet by Henry, but that's kept in by Martel, who's an absolute menace on the blue line right now. That's turned over by Dempsey. He's going to work around the left side of the net. He tries to smother it in on the wraparound, and Wallace is there. That puck's going to be ripped out just in the neutral zone as Fry picks it up. He's going to go cross ice to O'Driscoll. O'Driscoll in 1-on-2, all by himself. Little toe drag, cuts back to the middle, passes, nobody there. So 36 seconds left in the Eastern Shore power play. If this game remains tied, we will see a 4-on-4 overtime, 3-on-3 overtime, and then a shootout if possible. And that's a good battle there between Theriault and Fry, as Theriault kills an extra 5 seconds here on the power play, as that puck is ripped the length of the ice here by Fry, and he's going to pick it up and wheel it. Garber now leaves that in the middle. Could have been a dangerous pass, but look at the Jets on Fry. In over the blue line he goes, middle, rips it just past the glove of Wallace, and he's going to be the first one on it. So Fry trying to put the team on his back here. And that's going to be ripped, and that's going to do it for the power play for Eastern Shore. So a big kill here by the Oromocto Eagles as a minute 25 hits the clock here. Bradbury looking to come out. He gets stopped. Karsten, saucer across. And that's going to be picked up. Just ripped on the net. It's going to go cross corner for Garber, who battles with Warren. That's going to be flicked out and picked up by Bradbury. He's just going to rip it back in the zone here. That pass just missed its intended target. Back to O'Driscoll, the captain. O'Driscoll now trying to go through center ice. Last minute to play here in the third period. No icing as Martel tries to avoid the too many men call and does, so that'll annul the icing. 45 seconds. He goes for the stretch pass for St. Hilaire, the goal scorer. He moves in 1-on-3. Chip just by, name bar flying and everything. Martel, look at that. At the blue line, holds it in once again, and that's going to be picked up by O'Driscoll. 30 seconds left to play. That pass through onto Thurber's stick. Just too hot for him. And that's going to be held in here with 25 seconds left. As that puck comes out to Martel, squeezes through his feet here in neutral ice. He's going to go back up the wall. Picked up by Barry offside, so he has to rip that in. That's going to 10 seconds left. So Martel now. Oh, Martel almost had the steal there. 2 seconds left. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to go to overtime. So as I was just stating, after a tie, we do a 4-on-4 overtime. If we remain tied after that, we will do 3-on-3 overtime. And if by some chance we are still tied after that, we will move to a shootout. So we did see one shootout here this morning, first game of the day. You hang tight. We'll be right back. The 5-minute first overtime. All right, I hope that was enough of an intermission for you folks at home to grab a snack, a beer, whatever the case may be. But we are back here with the first overtime. So 4-on-4, 5 minutes, 1-1 tie, semifinal, a trip to the championship game on the line. And you know both teams are looking to move on here as the 4-on-4 action. So we're going to have Dempsey and Thurber for Eastern Shore. That's going to be Bungay now. He's going to go down on Fry. Just loses it, and that's going to be Fry. He's going to take the ice. And he's going to be cut off there by the Oromocto defenseman. That's going to be turned over just inside the blue line there. And a little toe drag through the legs. And away goes Cusack in 1-on-1. Little toe drag, backhand. What a stop by Pettit. And we have your standard pushing and shoving after the whistle. So the crowd for the next game starting to fill in here. It's a little extra rowdy. So face off just to the left of Pettit here, who's been standing tall for the Mariners. So if you're watching this later on, I commend you. Barry off the face off. Oh! He had the angle, just didn't hit the net. That's going to be up to the point for Keith. That's going to hit Garber, and that's going to jump back into the slot for Barry, and that's going to be picked up by Theriault. Theriault on his backhand, looking to force it in front. He does, but picked off by Martel with probably the most active stick of the tournament. And that's going to be pushed through by Karsten, and he's got a shot. Tries to go top glove, but Wallace, definitely not his weak spot. So high flying action here at Scotia 1 for the U15A semifinals. Never a dull moment in the tournament atmosphere. Looking for tickets to the big dance. That's going to be moved over to Roberts. Martel pushes on him now. He's going to get that puck. He's going to go through to Garber. Garber now moves that puck. That's going to go back to 32. 32 over to Martel. Martel's going to walk in over the line. Down the right side, just past the hash marks. He's going to walk in through the middle of the net. He's going to try and get a shot off, and that's a good play by Cusack there to shut that down. So Refi lets the boys play here as Cusack holds it. That's a pass intended for Henry. That goes through the wickets. That's going to be a bouncing pass across ice to Martel, wouldn't you know it? And he's going to high chip that one in on Wallace. And a good decision by the defenseman there to let him smother that up. And get a face-off here with 3:11 left in the first overtime. Can't ask for much more than this, folks. Hockey's back. Fans are in the building. Overtime hockey, semifinals. Sunday night, sorry. Saturday night for the kids as it's March break. That puck's shot back to the line, but it looks like the ice conditions may have held that one in. So Bradbury now with a shot. That's deflected, but it's deflected into the corner where Bungay picks it up. Oof. Atherton looking for the breakaway pass. Didn't quite get there, and here comes Bungay 1-on-2. Bradbury steps up. Just gets a piece of him to slow him down enough. And that's going to be shot off for a rebound. Oh, what a save by Pettit, and the crowd is loving that one. So Pettit, oh, and here we go. That's going to be a tripping call in overtime. And that Keith is not going to be happy about that. So tough to call a penalty in overtime, but when you impede someone's opportunity for a goal scoring chance, then those are the obvious ones. 2:36 left to go in period 4, or the first overtime, if you will. And we're just going to wait for the penalty to be popped up on the board here. It's good heads up by Liney. So it's going to be just a little bit confused there. Don't allow. All right, so now we have the right time up. It was originally up there for 3 minutes. And that puck's going to be trying to be clear, but Martel now is going to go over to Fry on the partner pass. Fry's going to walk in, shot, tip Thurber. Puck's laying in the crease, nobody there. Barry, good job clearing the front of the net. Coach Bombay would be some happy with that. Shot by Fry, rebound! Oh, and he misses the open net, so O'Driscoll's going to want that one back. O'Driscoll now. Oh, and this is going to be a short hit, a 2-on-1 for Oromocto. Cusack in with Barry on Martel. Saucer, oh, what a play by Martel. Plays Division I soccer, it looks like. And what a play, and here goes Fry guy, 1-on-1. He's going to move it on the left side. He's going to be hooked a little bit there. And here comes Thurber. He's going to have ice. He's going to look. Shot! Saved by Wallace. Rebound. And he smothers it up. Woo! So you can feel the animosity building in the building. Just waiting for that goal for the reaction. You can hear the penny shaker's shaking now. So minute 40 left, minute 5 left on the power play. There goes Bungay. Chip past Fry. And Fry's going to come up and Karsten tells him to go. And he's going to be stopped at the line there. So 50 seconds left here in the Eastern Shore power play. So Martel now goes cross ice. So good call there by the linesman. Offside, he was right there. Minute 22 left in the first overtime period. So if you're just joining us, late to the party, 4-on-4 overtime, and then 3-on-3 if it remains tied. And after that, we're going to go to the hated shootout. That's Terrio now trying to get through. And he's held, and that's going to go ahead. The puck's loose, and oh, sitting right there for him. Bungay now, shot. Oh, misses high and wide. That puck's going to be ripped back in, and Pettit is going to leave that there for his defenseman. That puck slowly moved up the ice. Just inside the blue here for Martel. He's just going to chip it lightly. Look at this. They're going to go for the breakaway pass. So Pettit says, no, I'm going to come out and get that. Look at this. And that's going to be a breakout pass from the goaltender as Garber comes in over the line. He's looking to shoot it. Shoots that one on the net. Smothered up by Wallace with 32.9 seconds left in the first overtime period. So credit to the Eagles penalty kill squad here. They've killed off 2 pretty important penalties late in the game and 1 in overtime. So 32.9 face off just to the right of Wallace. To our broadcast left, and that's going to be ripped around the boards here by Keith where it's met by Stewart. Garber's on him now. That's through the middle to Barry. Barry backhand through the legs, Fries on him. He's in on Bradbury. Barry shoots. Rebounds out in the slot, turns. Fans on it. He's going to go cross ice, and that's picked off by Stewart. So good heads up play. He brings it over the line. Cut to the middle, back to the left. Shot over to the corner, and Barry takes the long route. And that's almost another breakaway pass for Garber. So one of these times you got to think. And ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it here for the first overtime. So we're going to move on to double OT where it becomes 3-on-3. And if we're tied at the end of that, we'll be going to a shootout. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here as we wait for the linesman to put the net on. Haha, Raffy faked them both out. All right, so 3-on-3 double overtime for tickets to the big dance. And that's going to be Thurber. He's going to move in now. Bungay hard on him here. Thurber, Bungay. He's going to work himself out into the corner now. Can't lose your man on 3-on-3. So Thurber, he's just going to go with the puck possession here, and that's going to be cycled for Cusack, and he's going to rip it around for Atherton. He's going to go back down to Cusack, and they're going to set up here. O'Driscoll, hard on the forecheck as Cusack tries to make the Q play, and that's going to go front. He redeems himself there. That's going to be icing. So as you can see here, both teams are filling up on the wall here, waiting to see, so they're extra antsy. The crowd's filling in, they're rowdy. Sunday night here at the Joel M. Montaigne. Semifinal action, U15A. And this has been an absolute nail-biter, and there's a attempted big hit there in overtime. That's not something you see too often. And that's pushed back, and that's going to be moved up to Barry. Barry in now, he's going to go cross-ice to Terrio. He has trouble with that, and away goes Dempsey. Dempsey with Karsten, 2-on-2. He's going to be smothered on the wall there by Henry. Crowd wanted a call. They got their call already. That's going to be passed out front. And here we go. It's going to be a 2-on-1. Oromocto. The back check by Carson. Barry going to the net, and that's picked off. So absolutely great back pressure here by the Eastern Shore forward. And Martel's going to get it back. He's all alone. He's just going to take it in. And that's going to be iced. No ice, no ice, says the liney. So Martel heads for a change. Garber picks the puck up behind the net. Looking for his options. He's going to go to Fry. Fry going up 2-on-2. Dangles into the middle. He's in all alone. Fry! Oh! Just misses the left side. So Fry's third or fourth real good chance here as Garber and Brewer fight for the puck here. And Keith comes out with it, and he's going to go cross ice, nowhere near as in target. Fry now, a little chip off the wall. It's going to go over to Keith, to Brewer, all alone. Shot! Big save by Pettit. His second big save here of the overtime periods. And that's another one there. It was a tricky one, but he got it. As you can hear the gasp of the crowd. Fry now tries to flick it through the middle in overtime. The back pressure there by Brewer. So Fry now in on the forecheck. He gets knocked over, so we're going to have a good heads-up play by Garber to step up there and take that space away from Roberts. He's going to slow it down with the blind pass to Keith. Atherton in now. He holds the line. He's going to go around Garber. Oh, and we have a shot! And that's blocked by Fry after St. Hilaire lost his twig. And that's going to be shot out into the middle. Oh, Fry with a big shot block. So have a game, Mr. Fry. The guy does it all. Blocks a shot, throws a hit. All in the same play. So I'm wondering if fatigue is going to set in here, but then I remember these kids are 15 and under. And they better not be tired. Cusack now picks it up with Thurber on him. He's going to make a move into the middle. He's got Atherton with him. 2-on-1. Cusack over to Atherton. Shot! Saved by Pettit. He read that like a Dr. Seuss book. He tried to go top block. And he takes that off the shoulder and clears, and that's going to be tipped. Oh my! Referee calls it off right away. So the crowd, I'm not sure. We got crowd over here going no goal, so we're going to have a conference. It looked to me like it was tipped with a high stick, and then it was banged home. So if Oromocto tips the puck with a high stick and then they touch it, the whistle's automatically blown. Face-off comes outside. It looks like we're going to have that, so no conference. So a little bit of drama here at Cole Harbour Place to add to it. Pettit knew right away, so 1 minute left here in double overtime. And Stewart's going to go partner pass over to Cusack. Cusack toe drag through the middle. He's got 50 seconds. He comes in over the blue line. He zigs back. Cusack again tries to go through Fry. And he's stopped, and O'Driscoll has it now with 40 seconds left in double overtime. He's going to look for Karsten, who's down on the wing. He's going wide. He cuts to the middle. And a great defensive play, and that's going to be ripped down the ice for icing. And Eastern Shore is going to get an offensive zone faceoff with 29.4 seconds left after what is going to be a controversial call, I'm assuming. All right, so faced off just to the right of Wallace here. That's going to be one through by Bungay. Bungay versus Fry. He's got Shanks with him. Bungay down the right side. He looks. Passes out front. Score! Shanks ends it with 19.8 seconds left for the Oromocto Eagles. And they booked their tickets to the big dance tomorrow against Cole Harbour. I'd just like to shout out both teams. An absolutely electric game. Both goalies absolutely insane. So if you guys are watching this later on in your lives, nothing to hang your head about, especially Mr. Declan Pettit, who was an absolute brick wall for Eastern Shore all day today. same with Wallace. So great job by both teams, and congratulations to Oromocto for moving on to the big show. So we'll give you the player of the game presentations here, and shortly after, if you stick with us, we'll be moving on to the U15A semifinal. Sorry about that, U18AA has been corrected once again. Those two A's really throw me off. But just a great game overall here. And you got to think this would be a much more high-scoring game if you didn't have the two goalies they did. So here's the player of the game presentation. Oh, so Thurber with the MVP, and rightfully so. There's a few candidates they could have given it to. And
player of the game for Oromocto Eagles, number 30, Logan Wallace.
So Logan Wallace, as we talk about him, is going to take player of the game.
OT winner, Logan.
All right, folks, we'll be back here shortly with the U18AA semifinal. We do thank you for sticking around and hanging with us here for that extra long game. And for High Button Sports, I'm Matt Doodleit, signing off.